Good morning, staff. And good morning, parents.
It is Wednesday, April 15th, and it is We Love to Experiment Wednesday. So this is Mrs. Bailey, and I have with me
Kinley and Camber.
So Kinley and Camber and I are going to share a quick little experiment with you guys, and it is called Shrink a Potato Chip Bag. So we have our chips. I have my favorite, Cheez-Its. What have you got?
Cheetos and Funyuns.
All right. So, boys and girls, before we kick off our experiment, I just want to remind you that it is very important that you stay safe, ask for permission to try anything at home, make sure you have an adult close by or have permission to experiment with them somewhere in the house close by. Just ask for permission. So, we are going to try this. It is a Steve Spangler science video that we watched. So, we have shared the video link with your parents, so there's lots of at-home videos that are trending, so try it out. So our number one step is what? Step one? Open the chip bag. Okay? Open the chip bag. Step two, eat your chips. Got to eat our chips. Step three is flatten your chip bag. So you can use the countertop if you need to flatten it out. Step 4. Are we ready for step 4?
Yeah.
Step 4 is to put it in a microwave. So all you need is a chip bag and a microwave. So we're going to take turns because we need to do one chip bag at a time. So we're going to start with the youngest, kindergarten. So let's put yours in for step 4. Put it in here. Okay, close that up. Okay, step 4 is put it in the microwave. And step 5, Kinley, I'm going to be a little bit closer. Turn around. Step 5, guys. Step 5 is to microwave it for 5 seconds. Step 5, 5 seconds. So can you press 5? Okay, and then hit start. So we are microwaving the Cheetos. Okay. All right. Hit cancel. Don't touch. Don't touch. Okay. We're going to take it out, but we're not going to show anybody yet. We're going to save them to the end. So Camber is going to be next. Will you step down? All right, Camber. Open it up. Step 5 and 5 seconds. Okay, there's a little spark in there, so like I said, make sure you ask parents before you do that. Okay? It's going to be a surprise. Now, Mrs. Bailey's, my chip bag. Put it in there for me, Kinley. There you go. And 5. Step 5, 5 seconds. Start. Woo. Okay, open it up. Can you grab it? Hold on. Close it up. Okay. There we go. All right, so let them sit for a second. Okay, turn around. So boys and girls, and then the last step is to compare it to the regular size so you can see that it actually shrunk. So here's a Cheeto bag for you, Funyuns bag for you, and I have mine. Let me test to see if they are still warm. Okay, here's your Cheetos. Here is your Funyuns. And here's Miss Bailey's Cheez-Its. Okay, so we did shrink our chip bag, but what's the science behind it? Boys and girls, let's talk science. How did we shrink those bags? Chip bags are made of polymers, and polymers are a long chain of molecules, basically. So during the process of making chip bags, those long molecules undergo a really high heat, and that high heat exposes them to, or causes them to stretch out. So they stretch out and they form this chip bag When we put them in the microwave, we're exposing those stretched out molecules to heat all over again. So then they return back to their natural state. So how do they keep that chip bag state? Well, those natural, the long strand of stretched out molecules return back to their natural state, so they kind of bunch back up, but they still keep the chip bag shape because there are other materials inside of inside of the chip bag. So in here you probably have some there's some paint in order to make the color of the bags. You also have a tiny bit of aluminum, and there's some other materials in there, so that's why it's able to keep the chip bag shape, but the polymers are stretched out during the process of heating in the original building of the chip bag, but then when you expose it to more heat, then they return back to their bunched up state. So you can read more about this on Steve Spangler Science. You can even ask your science teachers about this. So we're excited to share this quick little experiment with you, and check out the stevespanglerscience.com, where there are science experiments at home trending. So it should be things that you have around the house so that your parents don't have to purchase anything since we're in a quarantine. So using things that are there in your home. And you may already know a really cool science experiment. Don't make it difficult. That's not what we want you to do. Something short and simple, or maybe even tell us about an experiment that you've done in the past. It doesn't have to be done today, but we want you to have some fun. We love to experiment, and we want to keep science alive even during distance learning. So boys and girls, have a fantastic Wednesday. We're going to turn it over to Mrs. Leon to see what she loves to experiment with.
All right, thank you, Mrs. Bailey. Happy Wednesday, boys and girls, parents and staff. It is We Love to Experiment Wednesday, and I have an experiment here that I'm gonna do for you guys, but I'm not gonna tell you what my ingredients are, but I am gonna give you some hints because I want you guys to try and figure it out. So the hints are that it's only 2 ingredients, and that they are common household items that you guys have right there in your pantry at home as well, I can almost promise you. So I'm gonna do the experiment, and then I want you guys to try and figure out exactly what I am using. So don't forget, boys and girls, too, that you can do your experiments at home and share them with us on social media, whether Instagram, Facebook, or by emailing them to us, and we will get those posted to share with everybody all the awesome experiments that are happening at home. So remember, 2 ingredients, we just combine one with the other and try and guess what I'm doing. So I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna show you, and you're gonna wanna listen too, to hear what it sounds like. Okay, ready? Ah! Okay, good. I'll hear it. All right, so you guys saw it kind of bubbles up to the top and then slowly calms down and kind of just becomes this solution. So can you figure out what ingredients I used? All right, have an awesome Wednesday. Enjoy. Tomorrow is Tie-Dye Thursday, so I can't wait to see everybody in their tie-dye. See y'all later.
Good morning, Tuscany Tigers. Today is Wednesday, April 15th, and the weather's going to be partly cloudy with a high of 69 degrees today and a low of 49 degrees tonight. It's a great day to get out and play after all your work is done.
Please stand for the pledges and mission statement and remain standing for the moment of silence.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible. We, the Tigers, will be inspired to lead, honor, and excel today.
Thank you. Please be seated. Hello friends, it's Miss Mitchell here, and the Covey trait for today is put first things first. You should put important things first, such as schoolwork, or even your daily chores. You also make room for me time every day. It is very important for your well-being. You should do important tasks first by making a schedule, planning, organizing, and then you can tackle the task. That way, once all of your important tasks are complete, the playtime can begin.
Good morning, Tigers. I'm Mrs. Neely from 5th grade, here to share a wacky fact about football. In 1950, the first year of night football, footballs were white with 2 black stripes so that players and spectators could easily see the ball in the dark. Advancements in stadium lighting were made, making the white ball unnecessary, and by 1956, they were officially replaced with the standard brown football we have today. The white stripes on some footballs are used to differentiate between collegiate and NFL games. My favorite team, of course, is Texas A&M.
Good morning, Tuscany Tigers. We have several birthdays to celebrate today, beginning with Ethan in Mrs. Stiles' class, Jackson in Mrs. Adams' class, Emily in Miss Mikotinick's class, Karsten in Mr. Rodriguez's class, and Melanie in Mrs. Loring's class. Hope y'all have a very happy birthday.
Turn it down, to the left, take it back now, y'all. One hop this time, right foot, let's on, left foot, let's on. Cha-cha now, yo. Now it's time to get funky. To the right now, to the left, take it back now, y'all. One hop this time, one hop this time. Right foot, 2 stomps, left foot, 2 stomps. Slide to the left, slide to the right, crisscross, crisscross, cha-cha real smooth. Let's go to work. To the left, take it back now, y'all. 2 hops this time, 2 hops this time. Right foot, 2 stumps, left foot, 2 stumps. Hands on the knees, hands on the knees. Get funky with it.
All right, Tigers. Now, Coach Kaufman and I challenge you to do the Cha-Cha Slide Fitness Edition and make sure to keep water nearby and stay hydrated because it surely is a workout. Bye, Tigers.